Okay, I'm here at the back patio of the beautiful Tamale House East with Carmen. And this is the second incarnation of Tamale House, right?
It is actually the fourth incarnation of Tamale House. The very first Tamale House opened on First and Congress in 1955. And my grandmother, who was also named Carmen, opened that one up. Since then, there was another one on Guadalupe in 29th. And then the other one that's the other existing Tamale House is on Airport in 51st. And that's a pretty famous one. I think it's literally fed more starving musicians in town than probably any other place. So we are the third generation actually making tacos and tamales. And we opened up a year ago, so we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary. Thank you. And we have all of the staples that the other Tamale House does. But in addition, we have a lot of specials.
So one of your specialties is Dad's Fajitas?
Yes, that's one of our most popular dishes. It started out, what happens with us is we'll introduce something as a special, and everyone will order it so much and always want it that it kind of becomes a part of the menu. So Dad's Fajitas is part of that menu. And the fajita's been around forever. It's like a Tex-Mex staple. We reinvented it a little bit for summer with kind of some seasonal ingredients and kind of jazzed it up a little bit. What makes a good fajita? Well, the thing about fajita is that it was a dish that was traditionally made with like the skirt steak. So it's not a super expensive cut of meat. So I think the secret to it is the way you season it, what you add to it, the process of cooking it. I think it really helps to, if you're making it at home, I would do it in a cast iron skillet or on the grill outside. It can be traditionally made that way as well. If you wanted to, you can use a more expensive cut of meat. I mean, you could use a sirloin, you could up it and do that. But I think the beauty of fajita is that you don't have to do that. So the very first thing you're gonna do is I like to prep everything and have everything cut and ready to go. So you're going to want to get your skirt steak and you're gonna cut it into thin strips. And then you're going to get whatever veggies that you're going to use. So in our case, we're going to use grilled onion. I picked up several different kinds of peppers. And in this instance, we're going to use some mango to kind of make it a more summery, kind of lighter dish. So you're going to slice everything up and you're going to start by getting your meat going. And you're going to salt and pepper your meat to your taste, however much of that you want. And then you're going to start the peppers and the onion because they take a little longer to grill. You want to get your grill really hot. So you'll probably want to put on 350. If you're doing it on a cast iron, let it kind of sit there for a while and get really hot. You don't want it to be slow. Your meat will come out gray and not a pretty brown. Treating it kind of like a steak. So after you do the harder veggies, you're going to let that kind of all cook. You're going to mix that in together. And at the very tail end, you're going to throw in whatever fruit you might want to use. In our case, we're going to throw in a little bit of mango in there. Oh, and in our case too, we're going to use some portobello mushrooms. And then after all of that goes in, we're going to season it with a little bit of our chili sauce. But that gives it some color, a little bit more flavor, and kind of brings it all together. And then when you're done cooking everything, you can serve it in your choice of tortilla. And then we're going to top it off with some homemade guacamole and a little bit of pico de gallo.